Hello everybody, today I want to talk more about the Pokemon Adventures manga. But not as the manga as is going on right now, but but I want to talk more about what would happen if the Pokemon Adventures manga was adapted into an anime. Now, we see that Pokemon Generations, how it's been adapted to each series, you have the little short clips of everybody, and that makes me come thinking about like, if Pokemon can do just something like Pokemon Generations, can they do something like for Pokemon Adventures? So basically, what my topic would be about is, what if the Pokemon Adventures manga was adapted? Well, if the Pokemon Adventures were adapted, it would be an alternate. I wouldn't say an alternate universe, but it would be a different counterpart to what is in the main story, as you're not using Ash anymore. We're following a new set of characters, the main characters. So the series will go as forward as we'll start with Pallet Town, obviously. However, you'll be following the main story of Red, and you'll go through Red's storyline. Now, the problem would be, I think, if you were to adapt said manga into an anime, is the violent nature into the manga. Now, we all know Pokemon is a child-friendly game, a very child-friendly story, where they don't really go that deep into how the manga goes to it. Now, I think that if they're gonna do, I don't want to say spin-off, but like an alternate Pokemon to what it is to what is compared to the main story, I think it would be fine. I think having Pokemon manga, the Pokemon Adventures may be adapted into a new series like Pokemon Generations, but what we call Pokemon Adventures. I think it'd be really good. Like I said before, like having the Pokemon Adventures adapted would be really good because it brings a breath of fresh air into the storyline. We don't follow Ash anymore. We follow mainly everybody, very new protagonists. Let's take for example Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh follows a set of like things where they duel, but they come with different protagonists. Yu-Gi-Oh GX, Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, all that comes with different protagonists. With Pokemon Adventures, they could do something like that where you follow different protagonists. Red will be first, then Ruby Sapphire, Hoenn, Gold Silver. All those new main characters would obviously keep the story, I believe, fresh, new, and exciting. But it also, at some point in the manga, they keep the battles more realistic. Like in the manga, as if you were to read it, which I recommend you do, it's more gory, but it's more serious, and I think that gives it the readers or people who who wants a new perception Pokemon a very in-depth detail of like, hey, this is not just a kid's game anymore; it's more realistic. And in my personal opinion, I think that's really good. Like, if Pokemon ever does come through this route, which I really doubt they do, because Pokemon's more child friendly, it will bring such a new breath of fresh air into the Pokemon world. Like, if people are tired of, I don't want to be rude, if people are tired of seeing Ash go to new region to next region to next region, having the Pokemon Adventures manga adapted would be a breath of fresh air. You have new protagonists, the same villains in a way, but different, because their concept in the manga is a lot more like better and more fleshed out. Like the villains in the manga will be adapted how it would be like in the anime. They would be a lot scarier, and you get a sense of appreciation of the villains. They're not like somebody who just comes in the way just because they're a lot more scarier. And in my opinion, I think if Pokemon ever does go to this direction, I think like they can make another series just based off that, just title it Pokemon Adventures, and they'll have episodes. I don't know if it'll be like a main story thing or whatever, but I think it'll be really good. Maybe they should just test it out, have it an OVA starting off of it, to see how people will react to it, like how they do Pokemon Generations. But I think it'll be very successful. I think generating that, it will give people like, hey, this OVA is different. It's something I've never seen before. Though it has the same main villains or people that we know before, it's a different set of main characters, And I think they should try to do that, like maybe maybe not try to use it like all the time, or maybe they should test out like maybe one episode, see how the feedback goes, and if it goes good, keep going with it. I really want the manga to be added, have an adaptation, because I'm not trying to say like the main story right now is bad, but I feel like there should be something new, you know, new adaptations, new main characters that will bring, you know, make me excited to watch Pokemon again, you know, like how it is now. I really want it to be like new adaptations, you know, new characters coming in, and new villains, or maybe old villains just revamped up to what it is in the manga. So that's all I have to talk about today, guys. So if you guys like this talk, and you guys have any other suggestions I want to talk about, especially about the manga, please leave them down in the comment below, like if you want to see like who for like anything really. So yeah, take care.